Most people over 65 are quietly sliding toward decline and don't even know it, but a rare few, they've still got it. The hidden edge that science now links directly to hitting 100 and beyond. If you can still do this one thing, or better yet, this short list of tests, you're not just aging well, you're aging like a damn outlier. Let's find out if you're built to beat the clock, or if it's already ticking louder than you think. 1. You can still walk at a fast pace. First test, walking speed. In aging science, it's called the gait speed test, and it's way more powerful than it sounds. Researchers have found that your walking speed, especially over short distances like 4 to 10 meters, predicts your biological age and even your risk of death better than blood pressure, cholesterol, or weight. If you're over 65 and still walking at 1.0 to 1.3 meters per second, that's about 2.2 to 2.9 miles per hour, your survival odds go up drastically. A study published in JAMA showed that older adults who walked faster than 1 meter per second lived significantly longer than those who walked slower. Can you walk briskly for several blocks without pain, stopping, or slowing down to a crawl? That's your first green flag. 2. You can stand up from the floor without using your hands. Next, the sitting rising test. Can you sit down on the floor cross-legged, then rise back to standing without using your hands, knees, or arms for support? This test looks simple, but it's brutal. It measures muscle strength, balance, flexibility, coordination. A 2012 study from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that people aged 51 to 80 who could do this move unassisted had a 5 times lower risk of death over the next 6 years. And no, you don't need to do it gracefully, just unaided. If you can do this at 70 plus, you're likely retaining neuromuscular integrity, and that's a goldmine for longevity. 3. You have a grip like a damn vice. Next test, grip strength. Laugh all you want, but your handshake might say more about your lifespan than your genes. Grip strength is a proxy for total body strength and muscle quality. Numerous studies, including one from The Lancet, have shown that lower grip strength correlates with higher risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, and early death. What's good grip strength? For men 70 to 79, at least 30 kilograms, 66 pounds. For women, at least 20 kilograms, 44 pounds. If you're still opening jars, carrying groceries, or gripping pull-up bars without struggle, your functional reserve is intact. That's rare past 70, and valuable. 4. You can balance on one leg for 10 seconds. This sounds like a warm-up drill. It's actually a predictor of death. A recent 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked people aged 51 to 75 and found that failing to balance on one leg for 10 seconds was linked to an 84% higher risk of all-cause mortality in the next decade. Why? Balance taps into your vestibular system, proprioception, muscle control, and neurological coordination. Declines here often precede falls, fractures, and cognitive slip. So try it. Stand on one leg, barefoot, arms at your sides. Time it. Can you hit 10 seconds? Both sides? If yes, you've still got survival wiring running clean. 5. You can remember and follow instructions without losing focus. Longevity isn't just about muscle. Cognition matters. If you can still, follow multi-step directions. Recall things without relying entirely on a phone. Hold attention without drifting constantly. You're in elite company. Cognitive decline correlates tightly with mortality risk. The earlier it starts, the steeper the slope. But staying mentally sharp, especially with executive function tasks, signals strong brain aging. So if you're still reading books, managing your schedule, solving problems, and remembering names, Your prefrontal cortex and hippocampus are aging gracefully. That's a damn good sign. 6. Your VO2 max is holding the line. This one's harder to measure without a lab, but if you can, climb a flight of stairs without gasping. Jog lightly or power walk for 30 minutes. Recover quickly after exertion. Then your VO2 max, your body's ability to use oxygen efficiently, is still running above average. Studies from the Cooper Institute and Framingham Heart Study show VO2 max is one of the strongest predictors of mortality. In fact, the higher your VO2 max, the lower your all-cause mortality risk across all ages. Cardiorespiratory fitness is lifespan insurance. 7. You have a strong social circle and purpose. This one's not physical, but it's not fluff either. Studies on centenarians show that those who live the longest almost always maintain strong social ties and a clear sense of purpose. This is the Okinawa Ikigai effect, the Sardinian Bella Figura, the Nicoyan Plan de Vida, loneliness kills. A meta-analysis from PLOS Medicine found that social isolation increases the risk of early death by 29%, rivaling smoking and obesity. So if you're still meeting with friends, mentoring others, feeling needed, your odds go up. What to do if you can't do these? You're not doomed. That's the whole point. These are signals, not verdicts. Every single one of these functions, grip, gait, balance, cognition, can be trained. You can start now and rebuild capacity, even in your 70s and 80s. The body is plastic, the brain rewires. Aging is not linear, it's responsive. Okay? So you can walk fast and balance on one leg, but what else sets the 90 and 100-year-olds apart from everyone else falling apart at 68? Here's what shows up again and again in the science and in real-world centenarian hotspots. 1. Protein. Every damn day, muscle is the organ of longevity. Most older adults are losing it way too fast. The sweet spot? 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's higher than most doctors recommend, but it's exactly what keeps sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, at bay. Second zone 2, cardio plus power moves. The fittest old people train like this. Zone 2 cardio 3 to 4 times a week. Think brisk walking, light cycling, low intensity, longer duration. Power training 1 to 2 times a week. Not just strength, but speed. Medicine ball throws, jump squats, explosive push-ups on a bench. This combo boosts VO2 max, insulin sensitivity, and mitochondrial density, aka cellular resilience. 3. Magnesium plus creatine plus omega-3s. The boring but powerful supplement stack. Magnesium glycinate for muscle, mood, sleep, and blood sugar. Creatine monohydrate, not just for gym bros, protects brain, bone, and muscle. Omega-3s, EPA/DHA, anti-inflammatory and critical for vascular aging. Bonus, lion's mane and L-theanine if you're protecting the brain too. 4. Sleep like it's your job. Centenarians don't pull all-nighters. Consistent sleep, especially deep sleep cycles, is where your brain clears plaques and your body repairs. No sleep equals accelerated aging. Use everything at your disposal. Cold room, blackout curtains, magnesium, no screens after 9 p.m. 5. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Late night eating tanks, melatonin, spikes insulin, and screws your circadian rhythm. Want to reset your metabolism and improve cellular cleanup autophagy? Finish eating earlier. It's not sexy, but it works. 6. Hang with people who aren't dying inside. Longevity is social. The oldest people laugh more, argue less, and stay connected. If your circle is toxic, sedentary, or obsessed with decline, you'll unconsciously follow. Curate your social diet like your food. Avoid processed people. Longevity isn't about chasing immortality. It's about maintaining capability long enough to enjoy life for as long as you've got it. And these are the real metrics that matter. Thanks for watching. Take care of each other and be well.